Hello. It's weird for me to be speaking in to a computer like a maniac, but I've designed these little videos just to hopefully help you format and write your critical analysis paper, or any paper that you're going to be writing for this course, or any humanities course where it calls for MLA. So hopefully this video is going to help you, and the other videos that I put up as well. Just a wee reminder, you will lose significant marks for papers that are not formatted correctly. So what I want to do is just start at the very beginning and go over the basics, the absolute basics of MLA formatting, so you can get that all right, so you don't lose any marks on these kind of stupid things. Okay? Very first thing you want to do is open a blank document on Word, like I have here. I don't know what the layout is for Google, whatever pages or whatever you're using. I use Word. All the computers at Douglas College use Word, so that's what I'm going to use here. So open up a blank document, just like we have right here. First thing you want to do is go to Layout, which is up here on the toolbar. Okay, so click on Layout. The first thing that you want to check is your margins. Okay, for MLA, the margins have to be 1 inch, which is normal, which is the default setting for Word. So just make sure that you're not hitting narrow, okay, which makes it all very, very strange. You see that cursor moved up here, so your writing goes over here, and it's very, very narrow. So make sure it's not like that. Also make sure that it's not too wide either, which puts it right in the center of your paper as well. So go back to margins and just click on normal, and you'll see that that's a 1 inch margin right there. So that's very important that you get your margins locked down and correct. The next thing that you want to check is you go to Home. So click on Home. These two things right here you want to get right, and you want to check on these two. This one on the left is your font. So this is the font that you're going to be using. Basically the traditional ones are Calibri, like they have up here. Georgia, which is the one that I use because it looks nice and pretty. And also Times New Roman, which is somewhere down here. Somewhere. Alright, there's a lot of fonts to choose from. Basically there's only 3 to choose from when you're doing a formal essay in college and university, and that's Georgia, Calibri, and Times New Roman. Do not, for the love of God, write in Comic Sans. You will not be taken seriously, and it's ridiculous. Don't choose any other ridiculous font like, I don't know, what's this? Bauhaus. Whatever that is. Don't click on that. Don't start using that. Or anything else like Bradley Hand or Blackadder or anything else that looks ridiculous. Okay, or Chiller. Alright, well, that looks cool, but no. Alright, so only use Calibri, Georgia, Times New Roman, make it nice and professional looking. So I use Georgia because I think it looks the best. Also make sure that your font is 12. That is the setting for MLA. Don't make it 11, don't make it 14 or 13 or anything else. 12. Okay? Has to be 12. Next thing you want to check is your paragraph and your line spacing. So go over here to paragraph. There's a little function here that basically says line and paragraph spacing. Go ahead and click the arrow to the right hand side here. This will tell you what line spacing you're using. So make sure it's always on 12. What I would recommend you doing also in Word, because Word sometimes screws things around, is go to line spacing options. Alright, that'll give you this little toolbar right here. What you want to check is this information here, your spacing before and after. When words first comes out, or when you first get it, or when you first open it up, for some reason they put a default setting of 6 on the after for spacing and after, for some ridiculous reason. Make sure that that is 0. Okay, and the same for before. So 0, 0, and make sure that your line spacing is double, not single or etc., but double. Okay, so make sure you've got all of that right. You can set that as your default, as I've done already. Okay, and you just press OK, and you're basically good to go from here on in. So the first thing you want to do when you're writing onto your page is go ahead and insert page numbers. So you go to the insert function up in your toolbar, you look over here and you see header and footer and you see page number right here, add page numbers. So again, click on the wee arrow to the right hand side, go to top of the page, not bottom, okay, but top of the page, and then you're going to scroll over and you're going to go to the top right hand side, so plain number 3. Okay, none of this either with page or whatever, just a plain. Okay, no accent, etc., no bold, plain, and to the top right hand side, so click that, and that will give you your page number that comes up here. You don't have to put in your last name either, just the page number. Okay, it's very, very simple. Then you close everything, and you can see you've got a wee page number there. It's very exciting. Next thing you want to do is make sure that your text is aligned to the left. So again, go back to your paragraph options here in your toolbar. I think for the sciences and the social sciences, they ask you to justify your text, which makes all your text look like a box. Okay, so everything is very, very boxy. If I just blah 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 blah. Okay, you can see everything is very, very boxy and it's very, very rectangular and so forth. All right. I think they want you to do that in the sciences, and that's fine. But for MLA, what they want you to do is justify your text to the left-hand side. Okay, and that makes a sort of jagged edge here on the right-hand side. Okay, so make sure that your text is aligned to the left-hand side. So this option right here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is put in your details. So your details should be over here on the left-hand side. All right, so the first thing you need is your name. My name is Michael, I think. Oh shit, excuse my French. My name is Michael. My last name, press return once. The next thing you want to put in is your instructor's name, your professor's name. Okay, so obviously that's me, but for the sake of whatever, like that's not my name, but you would put the instructor's name right here. Okay, so you just put Dr. Mike Stahura or whatever, or even just Mike Stahura. You don't have to be all formal about it, but just my name down here. Okay, your name, my name. Then you need the course code after that, so capitalize, and you're just going to put ENG. This means English, all right? And this course is English 1130. That's all the information you need. Drop down once more by pressing return. The last thing you need for your information is the submission date, which I have totally forgotten what that is. So I'm just going to make up that it's June 10th, 2019. Okay, so this is the only information you need. Your name, my name, course code, submission date. Okay, double spaced. Remember that. And that's very, very it. That's all you need. Drop down again, so press return one more time. Okay, this is when you're going to put in your title. Now titles have to be centered. Okay, so not aligned left, not aligned to the right, but centered. You can see that it puts it all the way here for you. Okay, the title for your critical analysis paper is very, very simple and boring. It's just critical analysis of, and then, you know, whoever's article you're going to analyze. So let's just say I'm going to do Nicholas Carr's article, Is Google Making Us Stupid? So critical analysis of Nicholas Carr's Is Google Making Us Dumbasses? Okay, make sure to capitalize in titles. Okay, so sort of keywords in the title. So make sure you capitalize in the title itself, including the name and critical analysis. So don't start doing any of this. Okay, that's wrong, and you'll get marks taken down for it. Okay, so basically you want everything to be nice and capitalized. Okay. Other things, do not bold your title. Do not italicize your title. Do not underline your title. Do not make it a massive, ridiculous big size or bigger than 12-point font. I see some people doing this for some reason. I have no idea why. Don't do that. Okay? So make sure everything is 12-point, just like every other text in your essay. Has to be the same size of font. Don't underline anything. Don't italicize anything. and don't bold anything. You will get marks taken down if you do any of that kind of thing, especially after having to watch this video. What else? For articles and short stories, if that's what you're analysing, they always go in quotation marks. Okay, so you always add quotation marks. If this was a novel, let's say, okay, so if this Nicholas Carr text was a novel, then I would italicize it. Or if it was a documentary movie or a movie in general. Movies, novels, they're the things that are italicized in MLA. Because this is an article, then it's not italicized, it's put in quotation marks. And that's it. That's all you've got to have for your title. Okay? After you've done all that, drop down once more, press return once more, go back over here and align your text left. Alright? So this is when you get to start writing your actual essay. So this is your introductory paragraph, right after your title. Okay? Always make sure to indent your paragraph. So press tab once. Alright, you see? Jumps a little bit. Okay? You indent your paragraphs. Okay? Some people don't do that for some reason. I don't know why, but you have to do that for MLA. Okay? So this is when you start typing in your introductory paragraph. So this is when you start writing your wonderful essay that Mike will enjoy reading because it's super awesome and great. If I can spell great. Okay, I just wanted to type in a little bit of text there just to show you the indentation. Okay, and show you that it's still double spaced as well. Alright, so this is when you start your introduction and writing your introductory paragraph. Okay, so every single paragraph needs to be indented. Final little thing before I shut up about formatting is do not add extra spacing between the information, your title, and the paragraphs, or any other paragraph that you're at. I see students doing this for some reason. Okay, sometimes that's the word function screwing things up for you, so you want to go back here and make sure that these are both 0. Okay, so if Word is screwing things around for you, you have to check your settings. But don't add any extra spacing at all. Just make sure that everything is nice and tight and pretty. And that's all you've got to do for formatting. Okay, so this is what your opening page should look like for your papers. Okay, so no excuses about getting your formatting wrong. Okay, I'm going to shut up now.